What's going on, guys? Mike, aka Crypto Jewels. I'm going to be doing a video on 1Earth. This video has nothing to do with fundamentals whatsoever. It's purely technical analysis, like all my other videos, 100% based on what I see on the chart currently. So just a heads up on that. First and foremost, guys, I'm not a financial advisor. I do this for entertainment and educational purposes only. So do not blindly follow anything I say or do. This video for 1Earth is what I would like to call a high risk, high reward. It is got boom or bust potential currently based on the chart. So keep that in mind and plan accordingly. If you decide that you like the opportunity, make sure you have proper risk management in place and you understand the risk involved with any kind of investment you make, especially in the crypto space in general. But let's hop into the 1Earth chart. So I am going to start off looking at the bear potential because there is still a bearish potential on this. So it's only fair to go over and discuss what the potential downside is and how to manage your risk on this. So from a bearish standpoint, from an Elliott wave bearish standpoint, you have got a 1 wave down, a 2 wave up, a 3 wave down, and now an ABC to put in your 4. And we could possibly be working on a 5 wave structure down to the final 5th wave down, which would put us in at 0.0048 roughly. That would just be an A wave, is all that would be. So you would still then have to have a B wave and then a final C wave. So ultimately, that is the bearish potential going all the way down to 0.048, which is obviously a nasty 85% downside from here. So keep that in mind, and we will discuss validations and invalidations moving into the bullish scenario. So I will hop into the macro bull scenario once I'm finished looking at the micro, but let's go ahead and look at the micro. So on the micro, I don't really want to get in a lot on the weeds as far as detail on this micro count here, but there are a couple different counts possible, but ultimately they lead to roughly the same targets. So we're just going to talk about 2 of the potential corrective waves that I see, but there are a couple more that I see as possible, but ultimately, like I said, the targets remain relatively the same. Now, this is not assuming that we have any kind of wave extensions to the upside or anything like that. This is my minimum targets as long as we are actually bullish. First scenario here is that we have our yellow count. We have a 1, 2, 3 wave will take us up to about 0.68. And then our final 5th wave will take us up to about 0.97, which would put in our macro 1 wave potentially. The green count is the micro count, the micro 5th wave structure that I see for the 3 wave, the potential micro 3 of the macro 1, and that I see as possibly a WXY here, meaning the bottom would be in, and then we should have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 impulse up to finish our 3 at 0.68, which is from where we are currently. That is 100% gain, so not a bad gain there. And then we would have our 4 wave pullback to around 4 cents or so, and then we would have a 5th wave up to about 9.97 or so, 0.97, which is 140% from there, but is 190% from where we are right now. The other scenario or possible count on a micro is that this is actually a ABCDE triangle. And what we will have is we've got our, again, same, fairly the same targets. You've got A, B, C, D, E. So right here, we are going to be working on an ABC up to form our D wave. And then we'll have an ABC down to form our E wave. And then that's when we break out and finish our 3 wave, finish our micro 5 of 3, and then correct down to 4 and then back up to 5. Still, target takes us to about 0.68. So again, like I said, the only difference between these two counts is, we would have an ABC and then we would have one last ABC correction once we top at the top of this, triangle, and then we would have an E down and then explode out of it from there. So those are the 2 bullish scenarios that I see, which would take us to about 200% from where we are now up to finishing the final 5th wave. And again, that is not including any kind of wave extension. So it's possible that we have, an extended wave 3 or an extended wave 5, which could possibly take this thing above 10 cents. But this is the minimum count if we are, again, bullish and we do not see this bear scenario. So what to look for if basically if we breach 0.25, then I would be extremely concerned. Well, first of all, it would completely invalidate this count here. And I would start to favor the bear scenario, that we are just in an ABC and we will have a 5-wave impulse down to possibly finish our 5th wave. So basically, if we break below 2.5, then I'm concerned that we will indeed have a lower low. And I would be looking for an exit out of my position if that did happen. But in order to validate this count, we need to breach 0.572. So once we break either 0.572, this count will become definitely my primary. And if we break 0.257, then this count becomes my primary. So those are our validation and invalidation levels to determine whether or not we are bearish or bullish. But if we do invalidate the bear and we are bullish, I would hop into the macro real quick, which is going to probably look absolutely insane. But what I would see is basically a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ending somewhere around 10 cents, which would put in our macro 1 wave. We would have a 2-wave correction down to 3 cents or so. And then we would have our macro 3 wave up to about $1. And then we would have our macro 4 correction down to 22 cents. And then we would have our final 5th wave up to about $2.50. So if that is the case from where we are currently, that would be 7,433% roughly. So we would go from roughly 3 cents up to $2.50. So that is my macro bullish count, as long as we do not validate the bear and as long as we validate the bull by crossing over 0.57. So those, again, guys, that's what I'm looking for. So hopefully you guys like this video, and talk to you later. See ya.